about this one.
Yeah, Chad, go gamble.
Yeah, go gamble,
Go
Chad.
gamble, Chad. You
And
too. You viewer, go gamble.
Hype. Oh, no.
Spend your daughter's
No. Oh,
college fund. You were born, you viewer, you were born too early to explore the cosmos, and you were born too late to explore the world. But you were born at the perfect time to gamble away your daughter's college fund.
And legally, because we told you to do this, you should give us half of your winnings out of appreciation.
This is a verbal binding one-sided contract. Yeah.
When we went to a store yesterday, there was a shirt that had George Washington on it, right? And it had shades on it, and
Yeah.
underneath it said "Founding Daddy."
That's so stupid.
It's horrible. Can you imagine someone wearing that? Okay, that's all I wanted. You can start now.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Random Banter podcast. This is episode 82.
Oh my gosh, that's a
high number.
a lot.
And this is a pretty significant episode because this is the 3-year anniversary of
Woo!
the Random Banter podcast.
Happy birthday!
We have
to the
had
podcast.
3 years of this podcast, which is insane. I mean, thanks to everyone who's stuck this entire way or new people who've come in. It's genuinely been such a joy to do all these episodes, and thanks to everyone who wanted to come on or said yes to coming on or whatever. Anyway, I know why you all are here. Ben, I know why you're here. Let's talk some superlatives from the past year.
I'm so excited
I
to
gotta
win
say,
all of these awards.
I don't know about you, but this past year for me was busy. I had so much stuff I had to do, and I definitely uploaded less podcast episodes than I did in the previous year. And it was like, I think it was like I uploaded half as much, but I felt like those the 15 episodes that I uploaded this year, I felt like they were pretty good.
I think you had some bangers.
I felt like they were pretty
I think
good.
We had some pretty good ones.
Yeah, I feel like whenever they and again, hopefully this year, I can get on a better schedule with like doing the podcast and like getting guests and whatnot, so there can be more stuff. But I mean, if not, I'm still gonna keep putting out, I hope, quality stuff.
Either way, people can look forward to whatever new content you may bring.
That's true. That's very true. But yeah, let's get into some of the superlatives here. So first up on our superlatives categories, we have best guest group.
Ooh, okay. Can you walk me through all of the nominations there?
All right, so the nominees that I will do will be the top 5.
Okay.
Should I do top 5 or top 3?
I think you should.
What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you think, Ben?
I think top 5. It
All
makes
right.
it more, like, keep them guessing, I guess. I
Okay,
don't know.
yeah. All right, we'll do top 5. All right, from 66, 68, and 70, we have Ben and Will.
That's always a good
classic.
group.
You guys have been on there pretty much
Classic.
all the time. From episode 73, we have my friends Charlie and Marcus.
Woo!
We're so freaking back. Today I have on
So back.
Mr. Charlie and Mr. Marcus, 2 of my friends from college. Hello.
Hello.
We're recording this on an iPhone 12 Pro, so it looks like absolute garbage.
Not as good as Ben and Will, but also a great duo.
All right.
Or, I guess, trio
Burn 'em.
with you.
That episode was insane. I remember I had to cut out half of the things that Marcus said. It was rough.
Oh, Lord.
And then from episode 75, we have our cousins, Mary, Michael, and David.
Oh.
That was a good episode.
Another
Yeah,
great group.
it was like, I think it was Thanksgiving. Like that was a fun time.
When we had the family all together.
And then from episode 77, we have my friend Charlie again, but this time with his girlfriend Lizzie.
Oh wow,
That was
Charlie
that was a good episode.
Charlie got nominated twice. He's on top of it.
And then from episode 76, I have Jonah and Bryce. And Jonah, who hasn't been on since the One Piece episode. But yeah.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah, Ben, what do you think? Who do you think?
Well-
Here, I'm gonna turn my computer a little bit so you can't see.
So to be
Who do you
honest,
think?
I am
Drop your guesses in the comments.
obviously I'm a Ben and Will fan all the way.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
that's not shocking, but if I had to choose, I think I would say one of the Charlie episodes. But I think because there's
He does have a higher chance.
why is that?
Well, because Charlie being in one of them, because he's in 2.
Here's another. I was thinking that maybe all of the Charlie fans were struggling to choose between the two because he's in 2 of them.
Oh,
So I was thinking their votes got split, and
Uh-huh.
because of that, I think I'm gonna go with Jonah and Bryce.
Okay. All right, and the winner for the best guest group. We can't do a competition this time because it's just you and me. Will couldn't make it. I know I normally have Will. He was busy doing something. We can't do a competition to see who wins.
I forgot
Who wins this time?
I mean, I could still
No.
fight against myself. I
Nah.
guess that wouldn't make sense at all. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, and the winner for best guest group is from episode 75. It's Mary, Michael, and David.
Oh my gosh, it was the.
They got 40% of the votes.
Oh wow! Congrats
it
to
was-
Mary, Michael, and David.
It was pretty good. Yeah, they got 40% of the votes. So congrats, Mary, Michael, and David. I should mention that Charlie and Marcus did come in second. They got 30% of the votes.
Okay, you don't have
But-
to tell me what place everyone else got in, but tell me what place Ben and Will got in.
You got 10%. So,
is that fifth?
huh?
Is that fifth place?
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, you guys have been on it every single time, so I think you have a fair chance. I think you have a fair chance. I think it's okay. All right, so for our next category, I mean, the podcast wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for the people outside of people I personally know that I have on the podcast, which I refer to as anyone I don't outwardly know as celebrities. So this next category is Best Guest Single Celebrity. And this year, I only had 3.
Okay.
I didn't get a lot of responses, but that's okay. But the 3 people I did, they were pretty good. The episodes are pretty good. So the nominees are the 3 people, and that is Stephen Andrade from episode 78.
Sure. My name's Stephen Andrade. I'm an artist and illustrator, and thanks for having me on.
From episode 71, TJ Clune.
Hello, I am TJ Clune, the author of way too many books that I've been publishing since 2011, but most people will probably know me from The House in the Cerulean Sea, Under the Whispering Door, In the Lives of Puppets, and a bunch of other stuff.
And from episode 67, David Sobolov.
I am David Sobolov. I've been voice acting for about 30 years, and you never know where I may have popped up in your lives. Could be a game, could be a movie, could be an anime, you never know.
Yeah, pretty much anything.
Okay. Can you walk me through your memories of those episodes and getting to talk to those
So
people?
talking to Steven was fun because he has done a lot of art on Magic cards that I know.
Right.
And that was really how I found out about him. Talking to TJ Clune was great, was because it was my first joint hosted episode. Emma, my girlfriend Emma, hosted it with me, and we got to talk to TJ Clune about books and his opinions on like writing and writer's block, which was really cool. And then talking to David Sobolov was great because my favorite show of all time is One Piece, and he voices Kaido in One Piece. So it was really, really cool just to hear his process about creating that voice and the way that he has got his job today. But yeah, so those are the 3.
Okay, thank you.
What do you think? What are you feeling?
There's a lot of that's some impressive people right there. I think if I had to go with one, I think I'd probably go with David. I know
Sobolov?
Yes, I wasn't even gonna attempt to pronounce it.
Oh, come on.
Sobolov.
Yeah. So
Sobolov?
I believe it's Sobolov.
Sobolov. David Sobolov. And my reasoning behind that is I know you talk about One Piece quite a bit on the podcast.
I do.
I haven't.
There are many One Piece things around my room.
I know, and just based off of that, I feel like the One Piece episode was probably the most popular, and getting to hear about his process. Did you
Okay.
get to talk to him? This is unrelated. Did you get to talk to him about like how he got into voice acting?
No, I actually didn't. No.
Okay, I was just curious.
Well, actually, full transparency, I don't remember.
It's probably been a while.
I'm pretty
since
sure
we
I
had to
did.
think
It has
about
been a hot second since I got to chat with him, but I think I might have.
Okay, very
But
cool, very
yeah,
cool. I'm gonna have to go
anyway.
and give it a listen.
No, you're good. You're good. So we got best guest celebrity.
I'm going with David Sobala.
All right.
Sobala.
The winner for best guest
Wow.
celebrity from episode 71. It's TJ Klune.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I personally liked that episode a lot. Like, it was great. All the
Really?
episodes I've done, I've enjoyed. Yeah, this year there were, again, all the episodes I did, I really, really, really liked. But that episode was fun. I mean, obviously, I'm a little biased because I got to do it with my girlfriend. But also, like, TJ Klune was just cool because, like, I've read a lot of his books. I have some of his books over here on my bookshelf.
Do you have a favorite book of his that you've
Oh,
read?
House on the Cerulean Sea. 100% that one. I still need to read the sequel to it. I haven't had time to read the sequel to it. But yeah, so that's the results for that one. Are you batting 0 right now? Are you
Okay,
at 0?
that was kind of rude to just call me out. Like, no one really was keeping score. I think my goal is to get 1 point.
I believe in you. All right, so now we have
Luck.
best guest single for
Okay.
for this year. From episode 69 and 79, we've got my good friend Jonah.
They're sad because they're stuck in the nether. They
Yes.
need water to live. And they're
Yes.
stuck in the nether where water can't exist, so they're
Yes.
always crying all the time to keep themselves hyped. It's sad.
Jonah. Always
And then-
a pleasure to have Jonah on.
Once again, from episode 72, I had Justin back on the podcast
Justin,
again. That was
okay.
it. That was great. And
Now say it in
I've
French.
got just I can't. I only know I can count to 3 in French. Un, deux, trois, and then that's it.
Am I the worst guest you have on because all I do is just bets and I don't really let you say something?
No, no, you're really not. And then a new guest coming in at episode 74. We had my friend Josh, where we talked about like Lego Batman and Spy Kids and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's my friend Josh, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, guys. We're currently recording this in Josh's apartment. He's got a lovely little bookshelf behind him with tons of stuff on it.
I kind of wish I was on that episode now, but
And
Sounds
then
awesome.
all the way from episode 80, it's you.
oh my gosh, really? I got nominated twice?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, we did the Severance episode, remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Severance episode.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you
Episode-
think? Who do you
episode-
think?
Wait,
Who do you-
those are the only 4 nominees?
That's the only 4. I did not record a lot of episodes this year, Ben. Who do you think? What?
Okay, I'm trying to think this through. So I don't think I'm gonna win anything.
Dang, bro.
Which is,
Have some faith.
listen. I'm cool and all. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty incredible. But
Uh-huh.
like Jonah and Justin and Josh,
Uh-huh.
all a little cooler than me. So I think I'm gonna go with Justin. Literally just based off of the Spy Kids comment you just made.
That was Josh.
Josh? Oh, sorry, Justin. I'm going with Josh for that. Josh, you talked about Spy Kids with?
Yes.
Then 100% I think Josh won this.
Okay. All
There's
right.
no doubt in my mind.
All right. And the winner for best guest single is from episode 80. It's you.
Oh my god.
I think this is the first superlative you've won.
Oh my gosh.
I
I
could
would like to thank my mom and my dad.
I could be wrong.
That's
Ben-
actually so exciting.
Ben, you
Thank
took 40% of the votes on that
Oh
one.
my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a clean sweep.
Good work.
Well,
Good work.
Thank you, everyone. I did not expect this, as you can tell by the fact that I ranked myself last.
Well, don't.
out of-
Okay,
out
but
of the 4, but
Yeah.
I'm very honored. Wow.
Well,
Do
yeah.
I get like a trophy? Or
no, you don't,
Oh,
because I don't have enough money for that.
can I? Do I get like a check?
You shut your mouth. You get a check when I get a check. Because whenever I get a check for this podcast, I don't know. But yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So congrats, Ben. All right. So coming up next, we've got best intro. I mean, I love doing a little funny little blurb at the beginning of the podcast episodes, and I think it's like the little hook that like brings people into the episode, and I try and make it interesting most of the time. So we've got best intro out of all of them. All right. So the nominees for best intro are from the Oops All Goat and Woat episode we did, episode 70. It was whenever I made that terrible argument on why Cane's is not the best restaurant of all time.
I think my defense against Raising Cane's, like my reason that Raising Cane's is not the GOAT, is because I feel like to be the GOAT restaurant, you have to have longevity. Like you have to be like if that was the only restaurant, the only source of food I had on earth, I could be sustained.
That is the stupidest argument I have ever heard in my life. You're saying
like it has to have a wide range of options.
Raisin Cane's?
Yeah, you remember whenever I was like it's because you need to eat it for the rest of your life.
I wish I remembered this at all. I'm like totally blanking on this.
No, you're good. You're good.
I remember the conversation we had about chairs. I don't remember what.
Oh yeah, I do remember
How long
that.
ago was that? Was that like almost a year ago?
Dude, I don't even know.
Was that? I think that was before I went to college.
It probably. Oh, it was. It was right before you went to college. That was
Wow.
almost a year ago.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that's why I barely remember.
Yeah. All right, and for the next one, we have the hardest line in cinema from episode 74. Whenever Josh and I talked about Spy Kids.
How do you drop the hardest line I've heard in all of like cinema in a Spy Kids movie, and why was it dropped by Steve Buscemi?
Which one what is it?
Do you think I'm not gonna be able to quote a word for it, but it's like, do you think God stays in heaven because he fears to what he created?
Oh my God, that does go hard.
And it's from a Spy Kids
Is that
movie.
Steve Buscemi.
And it's Steve Buscemi.
I love that
Dude,
line.
it's so
Okay.
good. All right, and then all the
So
way
biased towards Spy Kids. I'm gonna
And then-
bold prediction before we go on. That one's winning.
And then all the way from episode 77, it is the worst ad ever. When I talk about, I think it's Clorox Zendiva or something like that. There was one time I was listening to a podcast, and there was an ad in the middle of the podcast, and the ad was for some kind of detergent, and it was like. It was ASMR for detergent. It was like, I don't know. I'm gonna say like it was like
How do
Bounty.
you do that?
It was like Bounty is smooth, and then it was a woman who would just go, ah, and I'm like, I don't get it out of my head. I
Is
can't.
this an ad?
I was like, I don't.
Get out
I
of my
like it.
head.
Like it was.
Clorox Sentiva smells like lavender. Cleans like Clorox.
Where it's like Clorox and Divas, and it's like ASMR, and I hate it.
Have you seen? I don't remember what ad it is. The one where they're scent mates.
No.
Oh my gosh! So it's two people, and they met each other or something. I don't remember very well, but then they find out they're scent mates, and it's because they use the same laundry detergent, and that's how they knew they were meant to be together.
That's stupid.
And that was the ad. I don't remember the rest. I do remember them smelling each other's clothing.
I don't like. Hey, babe.
We're scent mates.
Is that Dove?
All right, sorry. Continue.
Anyway, okay. So from episode 73, the one I had with Marcus and Charlie, it is always dressed as Superman, which is the quote that Marcus made from, I believe it's from Rick and Morty. It's a scene from Rick and Morty when they talk about like this guy watching his wife, like, you know, always dressed as Superman in the corner.
Anyway, how are you
Always-
guys doing tonight?
We're doing
How you
wonderful.
doing?
How do you feel about having to cut probably the first?
Always dressed as Superman.
first Okay, Ethan. Let me ask you a question. Charlie on the podcast.
I don't want to be here anymore.
So-
Thanks for coming on to the podcast, Ethan. Charlie and I are going to ask you some questions now.
Cool.
Yeah.
So cool. So cool.
Yeah, great. All right, and then this one's called the B CEO. It's from episode 72, the one I had with Justin. It's where we're talking about like if we could administer the Pfizer vaccine to a bee.
But here's
Dude.
the other thing. I don't want to boil it down to just honey. I think they could be CEO. I think a bee could be the CEO of Pfizer. I think a bee could be the CEO of ESPN.
We put the COVID vaccine in the bee.
In the bee.
The bee stings you. You're immune.
Exactly. Here's the thing, dude. It's life for life. I mean, like for real, this isn't a joke. If a bee stung me and made me immune to COVID, I'd sting a bee right back, and I would die in that moment. But I would be thankful for that.
What'd you sting it with? Would you like sharpen a fingernail or?
No. I have a needle out of my butt.
Oh, okay. And if it could sting you.
Okay, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
It makes total sense.
And then we've got immaturity, which is just Jonah and I laughing about the fact that we are doing episode 69. I think it might be. I think Jonah, I think you may be in luck.
Let's go.
So yeah, we can get started.
A very special episode.
Very, very special.
A very nice episode.
Yeah, very nice episode. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Random Banter podcast. Jonah, you want to say what episode number it is?
This is episode 69.
Wow!
Nice.
All right, and then we've got from episode 66, it's our terrible rap that we did to start out. I'm reading a little bit. All right. Yo, welcome to the show. It's the podcast cost. Ethan in the house, never getting lost. Got my boy Ben and Will as the guest tonight. We're bringing all the vibes, keeping it tight. Random banter, we got the laughter. Tune in now, because there's no one after. Ethan, Ben, and Will let the story spill. Podcast cost will keep... Why does it say podcast? Anyway, we podcast cost. We'll keep it at Will. Real. Ben, this is your verse.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Remember when we did that? When it was like, I remember the beginning. I think we like chat GPT'd the lyrics and it was awful.
Okay. That's what
and
I was remembering.
It started out, it was like, welcome back to the podcast cost. Ethan, Ben, and Will always getting lost or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
I disagree. I think that should go on Spotify. I think it was a band.
I think we should release a single. I think we should.
Coming soon. Album's coming out soon.
Yeah. So Ben, what do you think?
Well, I already made my prediction, and I'm gonna die on the hill that Spy Kids is always gonna win. And so I think the hardest line in cinema, I believe, is what you refer to it as. I think that's gonna take the victory here.
All right. And the winner of the best intro episode is the hardest line in cinema.
Yes!
From the Spy Kids episode with Mr. Josh.
Oh, congrats, Josh.
Shout out Josh and Steve Buscemi.
Thank you for winning that, so that way I could win something.
All right, so now we have the best episode.
Best episode?
This one.
It was, okay, can you give me the list was 66 through episode 80?
Yes.
And
this one
83.
I didn't have nominees for because I had people submit it.
Okay.
To submit to which one that they thought was best. So it was any episode from episode 65 to 80.
Okay.
Ben, which episode do you think? Which one do you think won?
Well, I'm trying to think. I'm going through. I think either this, in my totally, completely biased opinion.
Okay.
It's Oops All Severance, which I believe was episode 80.
Okay.
That was with me. I'm the best. Or it was Oops All Goats and Woats, which I think was episode
that one was
70.
good. I did really enjoy that episode just because we argued about stuff the whole time.
And I'm such a narcissist that I chose two that both have me in it, but I think I won this one. So I say 70 or 80 are my choices.
Okay. All right.
I
And
think
the
I
winner,
think the other one's 70.
The winner for the 2024 to 2025 Random Banter Best Podcast Episode of the Year award goes to...
I'm living in suspense while also trying to check it out. Yeah, Oops All Goats and Woats is 70.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one I said was 80. I'm too good.
Anyway, it is episode 71.
Okay.
With TJ Klune.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now.
I will say, like, I don't know how many responses we had to this one, but like, there's just TJ Klune, TJ Klune, TJ Klune. Like, there's like, there's a bunch down the list, and I counted them, and it won by a wide margin.
Well, congratulations, TJ Klune.
Congratulations to TJ Klune, and also.
I do think I was robbed, but it's fine.
You know, we all can't have what we truly desire, and that's okay. All right, and now we are on to the best Chad Hankins shout out.
Okay. So, speaking of which, shout out to Chad Hankins. I hope you're having a fantastic day, Chad Hankins.
Hope you're having a wonderful day, Chad.
I hope
you're
you're
having a
killing it
great, great day.
In fact, I hope you're doing so well. I think you should go out and you should buy yourself a lottery ticket because I have a good feeling about this one.
Yeah, Chad, go gamble.
Yeah, go gamble,
Go
Chad.
gamble, Chad. You
And
too. You viewer, go gamble.
Hype. Oh, no.
Spend your daughter's
No. Oh, what's
college fund. You were born, you viewer, you were born too early to explore the cosmos, and you were born too late to explore the world. But you were born at the perfect time to gamble away your daughter's college fund.
And legally, because we told you to do this, you should give us half of your winnings out of appreciation.
This is a verbal binding one-sided contract. Anyway, Ben, what do you think the best Chad Hankins shout-out is going to?
I think it's gonna be. I mean, I keep saying this, but I gotta win a second one. Like, surely, eventually, I'm.
Dude, you're getting greedy.
I feel like I'm on. I'm on such a high from winning the single guest award. So I feel like.
Oh my god.
I feel like episode 80. When did we shout him out in the Severance episode? Let's just assume we did.
I'm pretty sure we did. I know there's a couple episodes that I occasionally forget, and then I'm like, oh shoot.
Well, hey, Chad Hankins, this is your second shout out this episode to make up for the fact that Ethan forgets occasionally.
I do. I get engrossed in things, and I occasionally forget.
Okay.
But okay, so you think it is the Severance episode just
80.
because you're biased and you want
100%
just because you're
biased.
biased and you want to get more wins under your belt?
Completely narcissistic.
Well, the winner of the best Chad Hankins shout out is the one where Charlie offers Chad a Mango Loco Monster. You guys got to shout out my friend's dad.
We got to shout out his friend's dad.
His name's Chad Hankins. He's a police officer.
Thank you, Chad Hankins, for your service.
Thank you, Chad Hankins, for
Stay
being
classy,
Sorry, Air Marshal.
He's an air marshal.
So that's completely a different job.
Sorry.
Policeman and air marshal are not at all the same.
He's the policeman of the skies.
True. I like that. Can
could-
that be his title?
Yeah, policeman of the skies. Sorry, Chad.
Chad Hankins.
I got your job wrong. I'm
Chad
sorry.
Hankins?
Policeman of the,
Chad Hankins, policeman of the sky. Thank you for what you do.
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
And
Chad.
thank you. And thank you for
Chad, go ahead and get yourself
Oh, and speaking of theater, Ethan, you're in rehearsals for
a Mango Loco Monster.
Ooh. So yeah, congrats,
Charlie, if Chad
on that
never took
episode.
it, I will take the Mango Loco Monster.
Yeah. I think it was the one. Yes, it was the one when we called him the policeman of the skies.
Oh my! What a
Yes.
fancy job.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the final superlative.
Oh, really?
For today.
What do we do now?
I don't know. I've never made it this. We go on to another year. We go into another year of the podcast.
Are you telling me there's gonna be a fourth season? Do I call it season of Random Banter?
Yes, just to clarify, we are having another year of the podcast. We've got some guests lined up for the summer, all because I am having people from. Well, this is not going to make any sense to shout this out right now because whenever I release this, they will have already been released.
You know what you could do is you could leave them in suspense by saying it out loud, but then bleeping it whenever you edit this.
No, but whenever
Oh,
I just
so-
haven't
oh, so
released
everyone
this
knows
yet.
already.
Yeah, you guys
Oh, so
already
this
know.
isn't-
I've already had the waitress cast on.
Oh,
I've
there's no suspense.
I've
at
already
all.
had the waitress cast on. Oh, the reason that they are not in this year's superlatives is because I am including them in next year's because they wouldn't have had time to actually be on the form. Yes. Yeah. So, sorry, waitress cast, you'll be on next year. Well, Ben, here's to another year of the
100%.
podcast here.
Shall we toast our microphone? Yes, toast it.
All right, thank you everyone for coming to this episode of the Random Banter podcast. This has been episode 83. Ben, thanks for coming on and hosting this. Congrats to the winners. Congrats to the winners. I'm so
Your trophies will be sent in the mail.
Yes, your checks will be sent. Your checks will be sent in the mail.
Yeah, that's all I've got.
And then look forward to
It is
another year.
really hot in this room.
Please send Ethan money so that way he can send me checks for my winnings.
My GoFundMe, it's down in the description. No, I'm
Just
kidding.
give them your bank account number so they can just
My
direct
bank
deposit.
account routing number is here. I'll give you my credit card so you can log into my Venmo and just give me money. Thank you, everyone, for all the support over these 3 years, and let's have another great year.
We love you.
Bye.